Welcome back with our next map about to start. We have Cactus switched out for Chicken. Once again, Super is still in. Panda is switched. Chicken in for Cactus. And trying to get Cactus in right now, I believe. Now, last map is Illios, and once again, King of the Hill maps are all about the skill. However, it does seem that when the end is on the line, Shanghai pulls out what they need. However, is Boston capable of staying the range comp and being disciplined to stay away from the Reaper of Super and Rutix as Doomfist? We will see that coming up shortly. What I really wonder is what comps will Boston run? It does seem like Boston has a lot more variety in the comps they can run, which can be good, but something to be said for being really good at one kind of comp, which is what it appears that Shanghai are. They're good at one kind of comp and they run it basically on any map, which is a good start, but you do need to learn to diversify. Shanghai, are you ready? Shanghai ready? Maybe, maybe not. We will see in a moment. Boston is ready. Shanghai, I believe, is ready. Okay, Shanghai is ready. And we begin and we go in to Illios once again, to the coffee map. The beautiful Illios in Greece. And the lighthouse. Nothing like the lighthouse at Alexandria, but still a lighthouse nonetheless. Though why would it be on during the day? No one knows. As both teams try to find the comp they want to run, we will probably see the Reaper yes again from Super with a Rhine Winston, I'm expecting, or possibly a Hog Winston. A Hog Rhine will be interesting. With the Diva Rhine, that is a lot more understandable. And it appears that they are considering the Hammond from the Boston side, but they will not go for it, as they just tease us with the Hammond. As they go with Pharmacy with Genji. 3 DPS, 1 tank, and 2 supports. Farah, No Mercy, Doomfist, Genji, Moira, and Diva, and Lucia. Very interesting comp. High risk, high reward. All in on the damage. Very little from sustain, as you have no tanks. With an Anna from Panda, who has, from my experience, a pretty good Anna. So this will be an interesting match to see as they come in. With the slower moving comp, Shanghai are taking their time, as Boston is rushing straight to point, wanting to fight with a swap to Reinhardt at the last moment, and the Reinhardt v Reinhardt goes the favor of Boston, but everything else goes Shanghai with 3 kills, 4 about to come in, and there is nothing to do with the anti-nades simply wrecking Boston with this Anna, who is now half health and should probably be healed. But really strong fight. Genji now with 60% to ult. And we'll probably see it next fight. Charge comes in. Counter charge perfectly at the time. Anti-Knight comes in with Discord and he is gone. Reinhardt tries to find any angle to protect his team. And they are simply bunkering up, trying to find that opening. Forcing Boston to come to them as Willow tries to find an opening from the side, flanking angles, trying to find that Anna. He flies a little close to the building as he gets killed by the Genji mid-air. And Panda is uncontested here on the Anna. Once again, it does appear that Boston is not having much luck with dealing with the odd curveballs of suddenly a change in comp. This time no one's in a D.Va and an Anna, a much more stable comp. But they're doing a couple changes, changing the Pharah to Reaper with a Nanoblade comes in, stunned, but it still kills the McCree. Kills 2, goes for 3, finds nothing, and as Super finds the Moira once again for the 15th time this match. And he teleports to find a sneaky angle. Sneaky Reaper. Trying to see what he can find, or who he can ambush. As Boston have to get on point. They're slowly coming in. Charge in. Again, the counter charge comes in perfectly. But this time there is no follow-up. Trance comes in to follow with a Blossom to cover it up. The D.Va is not there in time. Blade comes in to counter. Gets the Zen. Gets nothing else as the Shatter cleans up everybody else. And a bomb is sent up in celebration from Shanghai. Looking strong. And now we are in ruins, where I expect to see a Widowmaker, possibly from Willow. Yes, Widowmaker from Willow. This is a Widowmaker heavy map, and if you can find that pick on the Anna, pick on the Zen, pick on the Reaper, his team will be in a really good spot as they go dive with Widow. Requires a high amount of discipline, and you cannot overcommit because all your damage really is concentrated on that Widow shot. And so we will see if they can actually manage it, as Shanghai sees no need to change anything at all. Which I wouldn't blame them. Firestar comes in, gets deflected back. Widow tries to find a shot, finds nothing so far as Genji tries to sneak in and get to her, but he has to back off as the enemy Genji is stalling him out. The fight starts out. The Winston from Boston dies. Genji's popping off, takes the enemy Genji and the Zen down, but there is nothing to follow him as both mechs go down and Shanghai simply cannot be contested. The Reaper cleaning house once again, super strong that he can only play Reaper, but it's all he needs to play in this match. As Willow finally ends the life of the Chikaranga. And while he's uncontested as Widow, there's nothing he can shoot at from that angle. Shanghai is simply not in an angle that he can fire at. You should change the angle. Charge comes back as Gecko finally gets a revenge kill on Super. And D.Va kills because Lucio. Genji takes another Genji. Nano comes in, tries to get the D.Va mech. Mech is out. Winston's down. D.Va is down. And the Widow is simply not getting anything. Not getting any kills. Not getting any final blows. Simply no value. Even though he used wall hacks, simply did not have anything. And now Shanghai comes in with a Shatter and D.Va Bomb and Blade and Blossom and Trans coming up with only Monkey, D.Va and Coalescence coming up for Boston. But they do have the blade and the bomb, which they can combo to great effect. But here comes the Blossom. Instantly kills down the Lucio. Gets peeled off and gets nothing else for it. Dies for it, in fact. Shatter comes in, gets the Moira. They kill the Moira. Comes the bomb. And it appears like it will get nothing. Finally, Rutix takes out the Widow, but it appears that Shanghai, Rutix popping on, gets a second kill. Shanghai once again seems to be pulling it out from nowhere. They seem to be losing it first and then simply clutch it out, getting the kills, getting the concentrated damage. And Boston now in desperation mode. Blade, Nano Blade on it. Winston and on the point trying to get anything, but simply gets murdered by the Reaper of Super, who has been vital to them winning and has been uncontested the entire time. And Diva cannot contest. The bomb falls short, much like Boston falls short. Very good plays, very impressive from Shanghai, making that Reaper work. It took a couple tries, but man, that Reaper did work. And Boston could not find an answer for it. The one map that they might have been able to store on it, they sub him out. And Super is not necessary because the Reaper is not necessary. I will give this to Shanghai, even though the comp is weird. They played it well. Boston, on the other hand, need to know what is their win condition and what they need to aim at, because everybody seems to be aiming at a different thing, and that discoordination makes it so they do not get anywhere. So ends the match between Shanghai Stagger and Boston Downsizing with a 3-2 to Shanghai Stagger. Hope you will be back with us for the next match. I am Asmiel. Have a good day and good games.